Yeah, I think Coach wanted me to be ready, so I was just actually ready to shoot, and I think that's what Coach wanted, so I was ready to go.
Seemed like once you were in, it kind of opened up the offense a little bit. Is that what allowed you to get off a lot of open looks?
Definitely my team. I know they for sure helped with everything, and them giving me the screens I needed, or the cuts, the right passes, everything adding up was definitely from them. I think just on my part, just being ready was my best bet to shoot and make it. So.
What did Coach say at the half? I mean, pretty simple stuff, like gotta play better.
Pretty much. He was just telling us how we didn't come out ready, which was right. That we needed to guard, and that's why we were getting beat, because no one was guarding. And that we had another chance to turn it around.
Why were you guys struggling so much to stop what they were doing in the first half?
Nobody guarded. I think that was our biggest problem. That was our biggest problem in the first half, guarding.
Considering how much he stresses defense, is that the most surprising part about all this?
Most definitely. We work on it every single day, probably
More than anything.
more than anything.
Yeah.
We start with defensive drills, end with defensive drills. So it was pretty surprising that that's what caused us the game.
Yeah.
And Tori, what was going through your hands? Those threes kept falling, and the lead was kept chopping down and kept chopping down.
tell you what
And then your defense stepped up as well.
I just honestly kept thinking of the work that I've been putting in and trying to get better, and definitely working on my shot. So when Coach does call me, I'll be ready.
Seems like you were ready tonight. Everything just went the way offense. Not only you, but everyone else started to get tuned in offensively.
For sure.
6 for 7. Yeah. She worked on it every day, so I wasn't surprised when they were falling.
Thank you.
Anything else for the players? All right, we'll have Coach in here shortly.
All the credit in the world to Louisiana Lafayette. They have 3 explosive guards. I knew watching them on tape they were explosive. I knew watching them on tape, if we come out and didn't play with energy in the first half or the second half, whenever it was, that they were going to be tough for us to defend, because those kids play with extreme amount of energy and a lot of passion, and they attacked the basket. And if we didn't come out ready to go, then it was going to be hard on us. And we got out there reaching and fouling and got in foul trouble, and that's our own fault. That is 100% our own fault. We allowed them to shoot 28 free throws, and that's just, that's part of it, and that's part of these new rules. There's a lot of free throws shot. I'm real proud of our effort in the second half. I challenged them at halftime, and I'm real proud of how that group came out and played to start the second half and played all the way through the fourth quarter. But you can't dig yourself a hole. We did it 2 games in a row where we didn't play well in the first quarter because our energy wasn't right, and I got to go back to the drawing board when it comes to who starts the game and figuring out what the problem is, why we are not energetic when we start the game, and if there's one person or 2 people, whatever it is, figure that out. But it's the way it is. We got beat by a good basketball team, a team that we should have won, a game we should have won if we'd have played the way we're going to play. But we're young, and it's not an excuse at all. I'm not using youth as an excuse, but I'm using it as as part of growing up. And this team's got to be ready to go in January. And and that's what we're shooting for. We got to go back and go to work on Tuesday and get ready, because we got a tough week. Missouri State's a really good basketball team on Thursday, and then we go to Middle Tennessee State on Sunday. We cannot let this game keep us down. We've got to go back to work and get ready to play on Thursday, because before you look up, if you let this one get you down, you'll be 1-3, and we don't want to do that.
What made you insert Tori into the game? Was it just to create offensive spark because you guys weren't finding anything?
Tori is an incredible shooter. I've said that a lot. Tori may be the best shooter that I've ever coached. One of the best shooters I've ever seen. I've watched her on a shooting machine make 97 out of 100. I've seen her in practice make 8 or 9 in a row in just different spurts. Where Tori is learning how to play. Tori is learning a different style of defense for the first time in her life. And having to play against athletes and having to guard man-to-man. And, she's struggling at that a lot in practice. And she gets lost at times. But one thing about Tori is a we player, and she cares a lot about this university and cares a lot about her teammates. And, you know, when I'm sitting there and we don't have a lot of passion out there on the court, the one thing that popped in my head is, you know, Tori may get beat off the dribble. What's different? The other ones are getting beat off the dribble too. And, hey, I'm going to get her out there because she's at least going to give me passion. She's at least going to give me energy. And you saw what she can do shooting the basketball. I am challenging myself to find somebody on every team that she can guard. I don't care if it's the 5. I'm going to figure out somebody that she can guard. Because obviously, as you can see, she can shoot the basketball, and she don't need a lot of time to get it off. She don't need a lot of space to get it off. You know, that's just her. She is an incredible shooter. But the thing that I love about Tori is about Ole Miss. And, you know, I knew she'd be ready to go. Did I think she'd go 6 or 7 to 3? No, but I knew she'd make some. But she got going there and brought energy to her team, and, you know, maybe some of the other ones. But she went 6 or 7, 20 points, 4 assists, no turnovers. Did she make some defensive lapses? Yeah. But they ain't no different what everybody else made. So I've got to stop being too hard on Tori when it comes to that and give her a little leeway when it comes to it.
Were you planning on using her that much, though? I mean, you had 4 girls foul out.
You know, not really, because you're trying to press and create turnovers, and that's just not really her game. But she didn't look bad doing it. I guess I was not. I don't know when Tori's going to be completely ready to go in terms of knowing what's going on. It's not just guarding the ball. Tori at times gets confused. She knows she does defensively, whether we're in man or zone or she's supposed to deny, she's supposed to be in the help side. She has trouble with that at times. But the one thing that she does, she comes in every single day and watches tape. She comes in every single day and comes with a great attitude and trying to get better at it. And tonight I saw improvement at her just watching her play. She took a charge. She hasn't been doing that. She rotated and got a steal one time, or deflection, which caused a steal. There's little things that I'm going to be able to show her tomorrow on her defensive stuff. Obviously, we know she can shoot. There's no need to me and her to watch how many threes she made, because she makes those every day. And so there's no need to her and I to watch that. What her and I will watch tomorrow on Monday is the improvements she made tonight defensively. And that's the thing that I'm proud that she made 6 threes, and I'm real happy that she did it because she got us back in the game. But that's not surprising to me. What I am excited about with Tori was how well she defended at times and how hard she tried to play defensively.
Is that the most surprising thing, is how you play defensively as a group, as a team?
Yeah, we're not there. We're not where we need to be. We were as bad. It was sobering how bad we were defensively in the first half. It is, you know, I don't really know the word to put it. We would rotate, and you just we pride ourselves on toughness, guys, and we rotate, and you got guards going in there just swiping at people and not rotating in and taking charges. Then you got them just stopping, not playing. You know, those type things. You got post players that we get a trap and they just stand there and let a girl flash to the ball and not move. That's the stuff that I don't really know. Probably the maddest I've ever been at halftime, ever, at a team. And it wasn't nothing to do with X's and O's or getting shots. It was all to do with energy. We had no energy defensively. Our energy was so bad defensively, it took energy out of me. And it's just, I don't really know how to explain that. And I don't know. I told him I've never coached energy. I've never coached people that won't play hard. I don't know how to coach that, because that's got to be in you. You got to have something about you. The 25 points in the first quarter, 18 of them came from 3 players. 3 players. You got to have something about you that girl is driving. My man has hit a couple threes, so I better step in and take a charge. You got to have something about you to level the ball off. You have something about you to say, I'm not letting my man catch it. And we just let them pass from point A to point B. And I warned them all day yesterday, if you let them guards get going, it's going to be a long night. And we did it. We did it, and you saw what happened. And we made a run there to end. But, you know, you look, Bretta Hart, 19 rebounds. I've told people she's as good a rebounder as Tia Falaru. I still say that. She's got some things she's got to continue working on. But she went to the boards and battled her butt off on the boards and played hard. Cecilia Mahate played 18 minutes and battled. Then you got you got other players that have been here for a year or two that just go in there and just kind of walk around. Just like, really? We're playing. This is a game. And, that was my approach at halftime. Like, this is a game, and we're walking around. So I'm sorry, I shouldn't have ranted about that. But
Has that been a problem in practice? I mean, is that something, or is this something?
it really surprises me. They play hard every day. They get after it every day. We play against guys. We got 3 practice guys that are as good as it's quicker and better than those guards out there. And we bring referees in, and we never foul those guys. And we cut them off, and we level them off. We guard them. We play against 6'5" guys in practice every day that just go up and can overpower us and dunk the ball, whatever. And we're in there just battling them, and they can't get the ball and this and that. And we go and get rebounds over them. But then tonight, we just decide for some reason, and really did it in the first half, on Friday. For some reason, we're just going to stand around. So as a coach, when I go back and watch this film, as we move towards next week, the people that stand around's minutes are going to continue to gradually go down. Because I don't care if you can score 20 points. If you can't guard somebody and you can't play with your teammates and you can't communicate, I can't play you. Thank you.